So starting on our project dashboard, I can take you through the act of documenting the response to a particular failure and how that is fed through to other engineering functions within the organization. So if I jump into our faults page, I can see here that we have a fault listed as broken front drop link. If I navigate in here, we can see that we have images, we have some initial comments, and that the documentation work has begun. But say we want to spin off a separate task, and one not related to the team that documented the failure, but someone else that needs to do some adjacent analytical work, for example. So we can click the spawn task button, say this is a high priority. I'm going to assign this to our vehicle dynamics team. We're going to work out all the loads on the item in the system and whether we expected it to fail or not. And again, we can assign tags to make things easier to find a little bit further down the line. So if I add some initial documentation in here, there we go. And then if I, from within the fault, navigate to related items, we can see all the objects in the system that are related to this particular entity. So in this scenario, we spawned a task that will be automatically linked to the fault. And we can navigate to that here. So in our Markdown editor, everywhere throughout the system, we support mathematical notation. So if I paste this in here, you can see that we will be using LaTeX in a numbered equation format here. And this is effectively rendered not in line, but as its own entity. So if we jump into our side-by-side preview, you can see how that looks, or in the full page preview. If I drop that comment on here, we see that we have this first equation numbered, centrally aligned, and then down here we do have inline syntax also supported. So to give this a little more of a kind of realistic flavor, we say, look, someone's going to run away, they'll do some work, they'll likely produce some analysis, some supporting plots, etc. They can copy that directly to the clipboard, paste from the clipboard. We will handle upload and then be able to render that image for anyone thereafter. There we go. We have this image rendered in here as we would expect. And yeah, that would be our recommendation for the first step to documenting work related to a fault.